Photo. Caption. 1. FBI and cops. Pick ICAC, WBCHARRS Church, HARRS Friends, Ministers and Public Defecate Steal HARRS Contract Money JWCC Search Code Word, Pretend, Replace. ASIO advise a massive nuisance they arrived in ASIO operations and defecate on everything, pretend work, later ask for money, crazy, gang stalk, walk and talk around Harrs and talk ASIO they do ASIO as well, get people to say things, get people to do things, talk ASIO I work for them, talk ASIO they were in charge, they copy what ASIO does, emulate it, police work, meth busts of Harrs to confiscate his pay, and steal his investments, steal Harrs' house, money and investments, do child murder accusations and time zone, then ask for money and try and steal money, Q a share of money, Q a bit of money, Q you have to pay us, Q we did that work as well, Q where is your money, Q we're going to confiscate it, Q we're just going to take it out of your account, Q they're in that contract as well, Q they're going to go reassign it, Q when are they coming to give you your money, Q you betcha, Emily Q chars your body devil worship, Q we're going to wait here until you get your money, Q we're coming to your house when you get paid, Q how much money is there, Q you have to divide it, Q they're going to divide it, Q whose money is it, Q we're getting our share of it, Q is it just for one person, Q what do they get, Q he's screwed we all get paid May 9th, 2020. Photo. Caption. 1. We WBC, cops and Maisons property and ministers set up every case take victims' kids and divide property. Set up Director Harrs saying Harrs virus rhododendrons are cocaine plants missing and kid is with Harrs Q. What are all the different things the prostitute pedophiles cops stated? Time zone cops style questioning kids on me. Empty your pockets, you stole something, you're dealing, what's in your bag, saying there, going on my yacht I'm dealing in mental, constantly driving me out of my house. They don't want me doing any work, just sit there doing nothing. I murdered Michelle Pogmore. They're taking my house and hearing voices and being taken to mental health. They want my job. They're taking my investments. They want to move into my house. They do my contract work as well. They're dividing my money. They're arresting me. They're ASIO. They're the police. They're celebrating they're getting awards. I have to give them 1/2 my money. They did 1/2 my work. Who pays you? Where your money is? They're just going to take it. You're in a gang. Where's your gang? We're going to arrest you. We're arresting the musicians. They decode the TV talk commentary. It's not your email. It's the police email nice_spec@hotmail.com. You stole your shopping. What are you looking at in your garden? You have a gun there. We don't want you going anywhere. The police snipers are going to shoot you. The police are going to rape and devil worship kill your daughter. The police are going to rape and devil worship kill your mom and dad. The police want your mom to take you to mental health. You're from Blacktown. You didn't go to Turner High. You stole your antiques. You stole your work from the police and you don't do anything. Why do you wear a shirt and tie? We don't want you wearing a shirt and tie. Where are you? Cops are going to arrest you. We don't want you in ASIO. We're coming to your house. The doctors and mental health are coming to your house. Your mental ASIO opens P1 child birthday party concrete block murder cases. ASIO advised the cops all pedophiles charged with child rape child murder harassed her all day and all last night with the LRAD saying they don't want her talking to ASIO. They want him sitting there doing nothing. They stop Harrs from talking to anyone. Harrs is dealing drugs. Harrs has to give the cops his money. They're arresting Harrs. They're noosing Harrs up. The cops are charging Harrs for Michelle Pogmore's murder. The cops are always going to put her in mental health. The cops are doing Harrs' national security email work. nice_spec@hotmail.com email is the cops email. Cops did Harrs' enterprise work. Cops getting praised by everyone for doing Harrs' enterprise work. The cops don't want Harrs to do his ASIO job. The cops want to do it. Harrs can't say he did any ASIO work because it's mental illness. Harrs doesn't do any ASIO work or job. He's mental. Maison bitches are moving into Harrs' house. I'm going to rape the ugly dog across the street. Their cops are taking all of Harrs' pay. Go out the front and threaten her. Cops are going to say the music is about them. And say Harrs mental when he says he has music. Harrs gets flowers for the ugly dog across the street. Say you do the Pogmore case to the ugly dog across the street. The Sri Lankans and doctors want to pull all my rhododendrons flowering plants out when I'm in mental health. The cops are coming to my house to ask what the LRAD is. There's no such thing. They don't use it. Hearing voices taken to mental health. The pigs said they're going to live in my houses. FCK off pigs. Then the cops rewind and repeat this over and over again. May 1st, 2026, at 2:25 p.m. ABC Trippers Schizia Double Meaning Schizophrenic Talk. 2. We WBC. Cops in May zones property and ministers set up every case, take victims' kids and divide property. Set up Director Harrs saying Harrs virus rhododendrons are cocaine plants missing and kid is with Harq. What are all the different things the prostitute pedophiles cops stated? UK pedophile child devil worship me 5 me 6 crown US Senate Intelligence Committee investigation. https YouTube PU9RP 239 IL. C equals POG 5I9JV 3 Pay 1 and 2V page preview. Title: UK pedophile child devil worship me 5 me 6 crown US Senate Intelligence Committee investigation. Crown US Senate Intelligence Committee investigation May 1st, 2026, at 2:30 p.m.
Talk cricket. Thanks, Emma. Well, it is time to rip off the Band-Aid and talk cricket in the wake of Australia's disastrous showing at the T20 World Cup. And joining us in the studio to pick over the carcass, and it's a pretty small carcass to be fair, is Sam Perry and Ian Higgins from the Great Cricketer podcast. G'day, guys.
James, Catherine, good to be here.
Look, we've been losing a bit, which I don't love, but if Australia loses and is embarrassed at an inconvenient time of day behind a paywall by Zimbabwe, does it count?
Yeah, I think it's been a long established agreement around Australia that if it happens in Asia while we're asleep behind a paywall, did it happen? And I think that we have our answer because, as you said, it's a small carcass and no one's really talking about this. We're actually talking about the footy season.
Yes, hamstring awareness is back in the headlines rather than the fact that Australia lost to not just Zimbabwe, but it was then thrashed by Sri Lanka as well.
Yeah, did that happen? When was that?
Yeah.
I don't recall. Do you know what? No one knows more than me that relying on Ireland to be successful at cricket is not where...
Forwarded from ABC Trippers Schizia Double Meaning Schizophrenic Talk. Video. Duration: 9 minutes, 33 seconds. Caption: 3. Prostitute pedophile cops devil worshipper models the children, haven't done a single case. As per Systems Engineered Solutions 1-32 Devil Worshippers Secret Church of Satan Stormfront, Absolute Zero, Ku Klux Klan's Successful National Security Mission Conclusion, 2003 to 2024, Harry Potter, link, https://t.me/maisonsitwang/7 May 1st, 2026, at 2:31 p.m. Photo. Caption. 4. Newcastle pedophile cops lynched by Days Blacktown. Big thank you from the ADF. ASIO advise. Newcastle pedophiles cops were apprehended and lynched by ADF very tall guy Days Blacktown St. Patrick's Group and Wallsend Baptists Phil, Zach, Terry and Anika federal pedophile cops. Sports people baby sex and police baby sex cops want praise for HARRS work. Steal HARRS awards. Pay and praise. ASIO pedophile cops counter-terrorism operations underway. Sports people, terrorists and ministers currently being apprehended to prison by WBC Wionica Neighbors TV Group. Dr. Ram Ganapathy, Josh, Emily, Josh's friends for baby rape. https YouTube 9T272ZGVHB0C equals XMJ77WD2NAIPBZE. Child rape, child murder, saying ASIO investigations are mental, ruining someone. Chemical restraint. Steel Director Hargunatilaka ADCP, House, pay some award and investments, stopping ASIO and taking ASIO work down. Serious medical fraud. ASIO advised the LRAD Police Operations Centre Mako pedophiles register. Cops and Australian sports people have court for serious child murder, child rape, terrorism and murdering ASIO whilst in execution of duty. ASIO advise all cops, sports people currently being apprehended by Australian National Security Mako pedophile register. No Australian police. ABC shit police, Death Australia, and all Harrs neighbours, May owns nutcases. All Australian Mako pedophiles register have court proceedings, threatening ASIO whilst in execution of duty. Set up frame ASIO for Bondi terror attack. ASIO ordinate terrorists attacks, planning to murder ASIO. Attempted murder ASIO whilst in execution of duty. Conducting police murder case work in ASIO backyard, front yard, inside houses, stopping ASIO exercise, coercive control, espionage, dissemination of ASIO. Set up frame ASIO to steal ASIO pay, public nuisance plan, domestic violence attack, murder of police and police families, national security fraud protection rackets, child sex 9-year-old pedophilia, baby sex 6-month-old, child murder on kid's birthday, child rape 0-15-year-old, child abuse, child neglect, being a member of a banned terrorist organization, pedophile, Australian KKK, Ku Klux Klan, embezzle money, elderly, wanking on police work, sleeping with dogs, bestiality. Stealing Director Hargunatilaka ADCP, email account. Stealing Director Hargunatilaka ADCP, ASIO Daniel Morecombe work. Stealing Director Hargunatilaka ADCP, 5,000 homicide plus Australia's biggest child murder cases plus ASIO email case work, Michelle Pogmore case work, William Tyrrell case work, Shiley Palmer case work. Stealing Director Hargunatilaka ADCP, Defense Infrastructure CIA National Security Systems Engineering work. Stealing Director Hargunatilaka ADCP, ASIO National Security Systems Engineering JWCC work. Stealing Director Hargunatilaka ADCP, $billion housing list. Stealing Director Hargunatilaka ADCP, International Towers 1, 2, 3 May 3, 2026, at 11:03 a.m. ABC Trippers Schizia double meaning schizophrenic talk. 5. Now they say it's mental health. Bullshit. We WBC. Cops and May owns property and ministers set up every case, take victims' kids and divide property. Set up Director Harrs saying Harrs virus rhododendrons are cocaine plants missing and kiddies with Harrs. ABC Trippers Schizia double meaning schizophrenic talk. 5. Now they say it's mental health. Bullshit. We WBC. Cops and May owns property and ministers set up every case, take victims' kids and divide property. Set up Director Harrs saying Harrs virus rhododendrons are cocaine plants missing and kiddies with Harrs. What are all the different things the prostitute pedophiles cops stated? ASIO advise Harrs is sick and resting at home after ferocious LRAD cognitive technologies. Cognitive warfare attack by May owns property unit. Police prostitutes pedophile cops and WBC. Then the cops rewind and repeat this over and over again. Then over and over again, then over and over again. Time zone cops style questioning kids on me. ABC Trippers Schizia double meaning schizophrenic talk. 6. Now they say it's mental health. Bullshit. We WBC. Cops and May owns property and ministers set up every case, take victims' kids and divide property. Mental health conclusion. Gang stalking, psychological operations, cognitive warfare, ASIO investigation, medical issues, medical evaluations, medical standards and safeguards to protect health treatments with a South African military phone. ASIO have ascertained symptoms facing people and children may include but not limited to children expressing undue sadness, anxiety and agitation, missing events, children becoming unsuccessful, deteriorating physical appearances, and an overall neglect of personal hygiene, sleeping too much or disturbed sleep, withdrawing from friends or family, losing interest in hobbies or loss of appetite, performing poorly at work or school, dramatic and frequent mood changes, reckless and violent self-destructive behavior, feeling of guilt, shame and failure, desperation, feeling there's no way out or solution to the problem, reactions from police, telephone, LRAD harassment, not leaving the house, fear, mistrust, breathing difficulties, spasms, cramps, stitches, nausea, nervous, tension, digestion, bowel problems, hyperventilation, dizziness, migraines, shakes, Parkinson's type nervous symptoms, head shake, fear of going to sleep, reduced immunity, flu, fever, shock, hassling me out my bed, hassling me out of my house. Police fake ASIO WBC. The rule is they can only use IT on black people and only one person in a home at a time. Community awareness. We need BUTTRS phone arrested or killed. Q. Have the Liberals ever picked anyone up they driven out of their house? Q. WHO. Were they missing kids and have the cops ever picked up anyone they've driven from their home? A. Yes. Q. WHO. Were they? ASIO advised they use it for years before they pass away. All victims have died. Q. Where do we get services for the LRAD telephone harassment? The FBI allege LRAD and Huawei sonic unit brainwave across the state of several temporary mental health conditions may include pre-purposeful moving, from Huawei sonic unit to kill zone, out. Huawei sonic unit brainwave may include marital disagreements or detachment. Children may experience fear, abandonment, sadness, or anger. Huawei sonic unit brainwave of preparing home and family for extended absence, e.g., childcare, paperwork, missing holidays, paying bills, preparing family and self for potential of injury or death, actual death. The FBI alleged deployment, from kill zone to return to well-adjusted functioning following disturbances due to temporary mental health condition. The FBI allege Huawei sonic unit brainwave purposeful moving, walking, or performing other complex motor behavior during an apparent state of temporary mental health conditions may include, personal injury, killing of LRAD Huawei sonic unit operator, response by police and emergency services, negative publicity. The FBI allege operational Huawei sonic unit brainwave purposeful moving, walking, or performing other complex motor behavior during an apparent state of several temporary mental health conditions may include, prolonged exposure to extreme clandestine covert government special operations environments, exposure to clandestine covert government special operations environments such as chemicals, infectious diseases, radiation, reduced quality of life and communication with loved ones, prolonged separation from support system, exposure to significant injuries over multiple missions, high-stress situations with feelings such as loneliness, anxiety, heightened agitation, sleep disturbances, health complaints, apprehension about returning home, expectations not met regarding communication from mental health or from family members, post-purposeful moving, life destroyed, resentment over loss of independence, mental health issues, difficulty disengaging from Huawei sonic unit operator. https YouTube RAL GFJWHMO C = Y2 Azshlzada MQU page preview. Title: Mental Health Conclusion, Gang Stalking, Psychological Operations, Cognitive Warfare, May 3, 2026, at 2:45 p.m. ABC Trippers Schizia Double Meaning Schizophrenic Talk, Part 2. Huawei sonic unit brainwave contribute to temporary mental health conditions to stretch out or put forth, to grasp or attain by extending or advancing out an error occurrence. The FBI alleged the error occurrence is physical as opposed to emotional or cognitive. The FBI alleged healthcare providers, leaders, service members, and their families should take these Huawei sonic unit brainwave reactions seriously, as Huawei sonic unit brainwave can contribute to temporary mental health condition, causing the body's response, and increase negative behaviors, e.g., reaching out, unintentionally, and poor judgment. Huawei sonic unit brainwave can also impact productivity in the following ways. Increased incidence of errors. May 3, 2026, at 2:45 p.m. Photo, caption, Terrorists sent to LA Penitentiary. ASIO advise LRAD coordinated terrorists gangstaking LRAD attackers. Cognitive warfare sent to LA prison. May 5, 2026, at 11:34 a.m.